If you want to know how to read a big book, then stick around. Hey, what's going on, booktube on YouTube? I'm Christina and welcome to my channel. I make bookish videos for bookworms, so consider subscribing and clicking the bell for more bookish videos. You know, if there's books out there that you want to read that are really big, I'm going to talk to you how to actually get through them successfully. But I'm going to give you some tips on how to get through these big books. This book alone is 720 pages long, and I hear it's a heavy, emotional book. And I just read through a big doozy, so I'm kind of torn, like if I want to read another heavy big book, or do I want to go with something light. Let's see. I'll probably just do The Little Life because it's on my TBR and it's something that I've been wanting to read for like the longest. The first tip is you really gotta mentally prepare yourself for the doozy of a book that you plan on reading. So I know that this is going to be a long book. I know that it's going to be really challenging to get through because I have a history of DNFing. But I swear I am going to get through this one. Here we go. You got to mentally prepare yourself. You know you're getting into a big book. So definitely keep that in mind. The next tip is you want to take your time with it. Really, really digest the book and really get into the story or whatever's being told in the book. Really just take your time with it because there's going to be a lot of information and there's going to be a lot of maybe character twists. Like who knows what they're gonna put in a big book. But make sure you take your time with it and you really, really enjoy it and savor the moment. Another thing you can do is look at the table of contents and see how many pages are in the chapter and see if there's a way that you can break up the book into smaller, more manageable pieces. I know what some people do is they'll take the amount of pages in a book and divide it by the amount of time they want to finish it. So let's say for instance you want to finish the book in 30 days, so you take the amount of pages and divide it by 30, and that's how many pages you have to read per day to get through the book in that amount of time, if that makes sense. Another tip is to jot your thoughts down. There's gonna be a lot of information in a big hefty book, like I think I said that earlier, and you want to make sure I think a big book is easier to annotate and to really get your thoughts down because you don't want to forget anything and you want to get into the story and you want to be able to remember or go back to something maybe that you forgot or some points there that you want to remember. So jot some notes down and really dive into the book. I mean, I love annotating books because it makes me feel like I'm a part of the story. I read like half of chapter 1, but I started annotating already. And that's what I'm gonna continue to do once I do decide to actually pick up this doozy and read it. Another tip is to choose a genre that suits your mood. If it's gonna be a big hefty book, make sure it's in a genre that you're in the mood to read, because if not, you're not gonna be motivated to read it. And I mean, like, who's really in the mood to cry? I guess I am, but this is doozy. I mean, there are other doozies I have on my shelf, but this one I've been wanting to read for a long time. So I guess I'm gonna read this one, and I'm gonna read Six of Crows too. Who knows? This is something that I feel like, the next tip is something that I feel like it's a problem for me because I do it often, which is read multiple books. But when you're reading a big doozy of a book, it's good to read other books on the side, just so that you're not so consumed and not get bored of the book that you're currently reading. And I think that, I guess a book that's total opposite of what you're currently reading with the big one, because I know big books, they take longer for me because I'm a slow reader. So it's okay to switch, between other books at the same time as well. My next tip to help get through a big book is get the audiobook as well. An audiobook can make the book go by a lot faster, and you'll finish it a lot quicker. And some of these audiobooks are really good, and they have really good voice actors that act out the parts. So check out Audible or Scribd or Scribed, I don't know how to pronounce it. I think it's Scribd. And your local library online also has audiobooks too, so check that out. So those are my tips on how to read a big book or big books, and I hope you enjoyed them. If you have any more tips, please leave them in the comment section below, and I will catch you on my next video. Take care.